5 years ago, I was manoeuvring the county's back roads on my way to meet this unique family for the first time. For the Masons to have gone through the transition they have is pretty exceptional. I mean, look at this. This is 1,000,000 miles away from the council house they once lived in the commuter belt of London. Hello. Hello?
Ah.
Aha!
Hello. I'm Stig.
Hey, Stig, I'm Ben.
Yes, I believe you're Ben.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi,
and
Ben.
Dinah.
I'm Dinah, yeah, pleased to meet
Very
you.
nice to meet you. What? You've laid on the weather for me.
Of course.
I feel like I'm on holiday.
Fabulous.
Do we just get to go to the beach now?
Well, if you want, I'm up for that. For sure.
Look at this. This is amazing.
So this is home.
Yeah.
This is home.
This
yeah.
is home.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, stuff, that's a good word.
Is that how you describe?
Yeah.
How would you describe your present lifestyle here?
Ad hoc.
Ad
Yeah.
hoc. Okay,
Yeah,
no, that's
yeah,
good.
it's
That's
very
what I was
ad hoc.
wondering.
Making up as we go along.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like that.
definitely.
Making up as we go
Definitely.
along.
Yeah, do you want to go inside
Yeah,
first?
please. Wow. 12 years ago, Dinah and Stig and their 2 boys, Dali and Yossi, rented a 2-bed council house in Hertfordshire. Stig was a stay-at-home dad and Dinah was in a low-paid job. The couple had a passion for living a low-impact lifestyle, and their ultimate dream was to buy land and live off it. Dinah also feared that her 2 boys might fall in with the wrong crowd and was desperate to give them the freedom of the countryside. However, their financial situation made this impossible. But in 2008, Dinah received an unexpected inheritance of £75,000, money that could make their dream a reality. While the family had a substantial deposit, they still couldn't afford a mortgage. So instead of looking for a house with land, they searched across the country for a small agricultural plot. They settled on 4 acres of overgrown pasture with a dilapidated barn, paying £47,500. This left them with enough money for livestock, crops and materials. With no house on the land, the family turned up in a horse box they had owned for many years and modified it into a temporary home. When I last visited the Masons, they were still living in the same converted horse box. This is presumably kind of the living room, dining room?
Dining area, living space.
The conversion and extension into a compact family home cost just £2,000. The horse box also contained the boys' bedroom.
So this is where it all happened.
And the kitchen. It's a proper galley kitchen here.
Yes. We cook everything from scratch, so it kind of needs to be functional. Do you want to see my shower on the way past?
Yeah, oh look. The shower's in the kitchen.
So my shower's in the kitchen due to space issues.
The Masons lived largely off-grid. Solar panels provided all their electricity, gas canisters were used for cooking, and water was their only mains connection. The family's utility bills had plummeted from £100 to just £25 a month. As cramped as the horse box was, the family needed somewhere to live while they realised their grand ambitions of renovating an old barn on their land. The barn would transform their lives completely and be the permanent rural home they always longed for. But it was a huge task, especially as neither Stig nor Dinah were qualified builders. Now that I'm back, I can't wait to see how they've got on. Devon was the realisation of the dream for Stig and Dinah. This wild location offered them an escape from the commuter belt, but I don't think a horse box was really part of that dream. Hey, Dinah, Stig, Yossi, Dali, look at you guys. Oh my goodness, it's good to be back
good to see
here.
you.
How are you guys?
Good trip?
Very good trip.
Good.
Now I have to admit, I can't tell who's who.
I'm Yossi.
Yossi,
Dali.
Dali, very good to see you. So, I recognise the horse box.
Yeah, well, she's quite dilapidated now.
Is she?
Yeah.
It's been a couple of years.
5 years.
Is it still the primary residence?
Not at all. Come this
Oh
way.
my gosh, I'm excited. Oh my goodness. This is a proper house.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I'm almost lost for words. This is just amazing. It's got echoes of the horse box. If I remember all the books.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be so proud. The barn is fully off-grid, with solar panels providing electricity and a range heating the water. There's an open living area and kitchen, a fully functioning bathroom, and it even has 3 bedrooms. On my last visit, I saw for myself the mammoth task that lay ahead for the masons.
Tell me a bit about this whole battle you had. For a start, what was the battle and why did you have it?
Legally, we couldn't live on the land. And we knew there was an outside chance that if the council got involved, we'd be kicked off. But we didn't really bank on a couple of the neighbours that took a big aversion to us being here.
Some of them saw dreadlocks and a lorry and thought all sorts of things about us.
What do you think they thought? What does that mean? What do people think?
They thought that we were travellers and that we were going to turn the place into a traveller site.
The council served them with a notice to leave the land just 28 days after their arrival. This was just the beginning of a 4-year legal battle. 2 days before Christmas in 2011, they served the family with an injunction to leave the land. At the end of 2011, the family packed up and left, ending up in a caravan they'd been given on the other side of the village. Stig continued to clear and cultivate the plot, but no change was in sight. The masons got the break they needed in 2013.
It needs to be right on the end, in between the two red marks.
By a huge stroke of luck, the planning laws changed, which meant they could convert the barn into their new home and legally live on the land during the build.
What was it like when you finally got that permission?
Well, I probably did cry, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I did.
Was it really emotional? Was that...
Yes, because we were 90% certain we'd get it, but there was that sense of relief. You know, you could feel the weight just lift off your shoulders, and then, yeah, I sort of stopped whooping and jumping around and phoned Dinah straight away to tell her the good news. It was amazing, it really was amazing.
It's a real privilege to revisit the wild places that people have made home. And I found coming back to Devon particularly inspiring. The masons are not bound by expectations. They never have been. Instead, the opposition they've faced over the years has only cemented their identities and chosen way of life. And I feel what's most important about their story is that they've done it together, as a family.
Presumably this was all part of the original dream, that you got to be with your children away from other things, distractions.
Yeah, it's definitely a really important part of our family life. When the truck was here,
Yeah.
I've got some fabulous photographs of us sitting outside on the ricketiest old picnic bench.
That we brought down.
That we brought down with us, just sitting outside and eating.
Some food,
Yeah. But our whole life's about food, isn't it?
The few times I've visited you now, it's always been the four of you here. Obviously the dynamic will change. I imagine as a mum and a dad, this is a pivotal moment. They're just on the cusp of fledging the nest.
Yeah, they are. I'm just very aware of the fact that we're on borrowed time.
So I suppose the big question is, what happens from now on? Where does the future go? Do you think about that?
Well, we just do what we've always done, see what happens, you know, as it comes, and take it as it comes. And yeah, I don't really have too many hard and fast plans, but
I think it'd be nice to grow old here with our family around us. Hopefully,
there'll be that housing up. Where all the building.
balloons. Do you know what happened?
It's the housing up where all the building is going on around it, and they'll be out there fighting for the barn.
It does. I mean,
still standing strong.
returning here, it does feel like you're being encroached a little bit. The industrial estate. There's always been the motorway there. Do you worry ever that you might be squeezed out of here? Because what you've created here is about the lifestyle. It's not the specific patch of land.
No. And I think that was the thing as well, when we were going through the fight, and we employed an architect, and they designed this amazing house for us, and we kind of lost sight a little bit of the fact that actually it was about being on the land, because because we employed all these people to come in, and we lost all those fights, as you know, and then we had to really take stock and be like, well, what, you know, that it wasn't about a swank house, it wasn't about, you know, any of that. Actually, it's about being on the land and being connected to the land as a family, and I think we've done that.
Can I raise a glass of homemade apple juice to the Mason family and the future? Good luck. You've done an amazing thing here.
Thank you.
Well, I have to say, guys, this is a triumph. What an amazing transformation in just a few years.
Thank you very much.
Guys, good luck. You've got the whole world ahead of you now.
Pretty exciting.
Worried look from Mum.
Exciting.
Listen, look after yourselves, though. Hey, listen,
Take care.
I'll see you again, I hope. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a safe journey.